graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
You're listening to the Everett Lee Show, a shot of entertainment to the head. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the entertainment.
What's up, everyone? Everett Lee here for the Everett Lee Show podcast. What is going on, man? It's been a while since I've been doing anything on Facebook Live, but you can catch ELS at the official website on the bottom of the screen there, everettleeshow.weebly.com, the official website of the Everett Lee Show. Also, facebook.com/the Everett Lee. Stop by there and click that like button, and then also Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter at the Everett Lee. Hopefully, I think I got my co-host back. Some weird technical difficulty, stuff going on, but I'm pretty sure that my co-host is back. McShaft, are you there?
Whoa, yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers, I'm here.
I'm glad you're back and you're joining me on this podcast. We have a lot to talk about on this podcast. Talk about Monday Night Raw. We're going to talk about the promo that went down between John Cena and Roman Reigns. We're going to talk about the women's hot potato title. Also, we're going to talk about the IC belt.
Wasn't it kind of funny how they did that with the U.S. title for the past 3 months, and now all of a sudden they get the women's title getting the hot potato? I mean, come on, come up with something original.
Exactly.
You know
exactly. Come up with something original.
Exactly.
Also, Smackdown, we're going to go over that, talk about U.S. title, AJ Styles, Baron Corbin feud, Owens, Shane O'Mac, tag team from NXT coming to Smackdown. We'll get more on that, and someone leaving Smackdown.
And what I just found out, and I should have been keeping up with it, but I haven't. Last night was night 2 of the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles 2017.
I can't wait for you to talk about what you have in store and the news you have on that. Also, the latest episode of Being Elite. We're talking about the season final of Season 7 Game of Thrones.
Yes.
Talk about that. And when the hell are we going to have Season 8? We're going to talk about that. But first, before we get to all of that, I want to mention that ELS is brought to you by DeLand City Limits Tap Room. Stop by there for Draft Tuesday, the official segment of ELS Live. You can check out a live podcast of ELS Draft Tuesday at DeLand City Limits Tap Room. They got a wide selection of TVs, pool tables, dartboards. You can kick back, have a brew with your friends, and have a good old time. So head over to City Limits Tap Room in DeLand, Florida. Amazon.com, the official links and banners on everettleeshow.weebly.com website right there.
I've always wondered what's in that box that little character's got. I mean, you think about it, it's what is in that box? Could be anything.
The official links and banners.
You know what I think it is? I think it's Everett Lee Show t-shirts.
It probably is. Click on the links on everettleeshow.weebly.com, and when you click on the links, it gives a little bit back to the website and gives a little bit back to the podcast. And then, of course, t-shirts.
Ooh.
ELS Chris Carnage t-shirts.
Ooh.
Be sure to head over to everettleeshow.weebly.com for official t-shirts of ELS and Chris Carnage merchandise. Click on the merch tab and click on a shirt Watch out for special promos that runs. Like last week, there was a 15% off on ELS and Chris Carnage t-shirts at the merch store.
Oh, snap. It's Carnage.
I know, man. Oh,
Discount
snap,
Carnage.
How can you not go wrong? I mean, you throw this out here for people, and there were some clicks here and there and stuff, though, but be sure to support ELS, support me, support Chris, support McShaft, support the website and the podcast. Head over to everyleeshow.weebly.com. Buy a t-shirt to show your support.
We know the easiest way to support your McShaft is to just, get your hand under it and kind of just, lift. Like that. And also, speaking of t-shirts, as you can see, I'm repping my new American Nightmare Cody Rhodes.
You took my last t-shirt. No,
Cody Rhodes Bullet Club. Now available at Hot Topic locations. That's where I picked mine up at. I think it was like $21 and change. They also got a Gorillas of Destiny Bullet Club. They've got like a Marty Skrull Villain Club one, Young Bucks, Kenny Omega.
I know, man. It's interesting, and it's awesome.
Ooh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Bullet Club.
Let's get a super kick for that.
Super kick! There we go.
There's, we're gonna jump right into talking about what happened on Monday. You know what?
Huh?
I think I'm getting a phone call.
Are you?
Actually, I am.
Are you?
Yeah. I'm getting a phone call. Hello, caller. You're live on the Everett Lee Show. Hey, fans. Hey, is that Chris? That's right. It is Chris Carnage. Hey, Chris. Where the hell you been at, man? Well, of course I've been on vacation. So I'm out where the sun is, where it's shining and everything. You are? Where the hell's that at? Well, I got a video right here. Here I am on the beach. Hey, look, it's Chris Carnage. That's right, fans. Chris Carnage is right here on the beach. I'm right here out in the middle of the ocean with a palm tree. Wow, man. Wow, you sound pretty excited. You sound a little bit rough and hoarse there.
Easy, fella.
Well, fans, Chris Carnage is right here getting ready to report and get up close and personal with the hurricane that's getting ready to hit Florida. We're hoping it don't hit Florida, though, but Chris Carnage is right out here, and he's going to report it and give you the latest details. I'm out here just enjoying coconut water, and I'm just enjoying the sun and everything, but I'm going to get my search up before the hurricane hits. Well, you know what? That sounds really good. McShaft, what do you think, man? It's been a while since we heard from Chris, man.
I could really go for a nice coconut drink. So if you could send me back a lovely bunch of coconuts, possibly standing on the row. I can make some pretty sick drinks and stuff out of those.
Well, McShaft, well, guess what? I'm gonna go get you something right now. Everett, it's good to see you, and be sure to support Chris Carnage on the merch tab at everyleeshow.weebly.com. McShaft, I'll be right back. I'll get with you. I'm going to go get that little coconut drink that you need. All right, Chris. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Carnage. Deland Rock Metal Festival rocks. All right. Wow. It's been a while since we've seen him, man.
I was wondering where he's been. I
No. I was wondering
you better get out of there soon. That hurricane, might be coming by there, and
I know.
Last thing we need is even more carnage, just like destroying those islands down there. Chris, you better get back here.
Yes.
I got a nice empty seat here next to me. I need you to fill.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me check my settings here. I'm going to
some notes here.
We got some notes. I am going to. You think I should open up the phone lines for this?
Yeah, if you want to. You know what? I think we should open the phone lines for some questions, maybe.
Yeah.
I like to do one of those. I always like to just kind of improvise
Phone lines
on mine.
are
So,
open.
tell you what, we're gonna open the phone lines. And we're gonna improvise. Ask us anything. We're doing Ask Us Anything right now during the podcast. Okay, so you can ask us any question you want. We'll come up with some kind of answer for it best we can.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Especially if you want to talk about John Cena's bald spot. You know what I mean? But yeah, any question. Ask me anything.
Yeah.
During the
Call
podcast.
the show 386-206-1595. Since we're live on Facebook.com/the Everett Lee, call us. We want to hear from you, those who jump in on the live stream. And you can support us right there on patreon.com/ELS_DT. All right, let's get into this, man. Monday Night Raw.
Yes.
Monday Night Raw. The first thing I want to say about this, let me clear my throat.
I was heavily disappointed we did not get a Samoa Joe John Cena match.
Yeah, there's a reason for that.
Samoa Joe injured his knee. He's getting looked at right now. We're going to find out how long he's going to be down for.
Yeah.
But I would have loved to see Samoa Joe just kick John Cena's ass all over the arena.
I think everyone would have liked to seen John Cena and Samoa Joe hook up in the ring. The original plan, the reason why you got this promo and everything that was on the Monday Night Raw was basically, I was sitting there looking at my meters. The thing about this is, for the fact of the matter is, the reason why we're having John Cena versus Roman Reigns, which a lot of people were talking about as being
the worst match that they could put on in the past 10 years.
No one wants to see this. The Brooklyn crowd, like we talked about last week, they both are. Your question was answered. What would the response be if you have Roman Reigns, John Cena in the ring at the same time? The hardcore wrestling Brooklyn crowd answer that, chanting, "You both suck."
That's right. Nobody wants to see it.
No one wants to see this.
It's not going to draw any money. Nobody gives a shit about it.
Until.
Nah.
Okay. Then now this match.
I don't want to give a shit until the feud is over with and we don't have to see them wrestle each other.
The thing is about this, they were building a feud on words that were thrown back on social media, on Twitter. Roman Reigns, John Cena had words with each other. People were like, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it anyway, until they had the contract signing on Monday Night Raw. One thing that we have not seen on Monday Night Raw
is Roman Reigns cut a promo.
Yes, John Cena. He let him know about that too, man.
He cuts a promo twice a week and nobody cares.
No one cares.
Well, no, why?
The thing
because
about this,
they don't know where the promo is coming from because they can't see them.
Well, the thing is about the promo, the thing about the promos, especially about this one, was Cena. He's done this before. He's went off the script.
Yeah.
Off the script on The Rock. He's went off the script on Triple H, Shawn Michaels.
So Cena was on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah.
Where was he at? Because I never saw him on there. just like his wrestling ability. Where is it? I can't see it.
The thing is about Cena. Cena went off the script, and the best moment of that was when Roman Reigns, he couldn't say the word shovel. He could. You noticed that, and then he came back.
Chevelle.
His big comeback was because you suck, bitch ass, you suck. Okay, now Cena, congratulations. It took you 5 years to actually cut a promo, and you say just like everyone else says. He said the same thing everyone else says.
Yep.
But Cena hit some good points on Roman Reigns. Yes, he did.
They both.
Yes, he
suck.
did.
They both
he
suck.
basically said, "You are the John. You're the John Cena 2.0. You're not John Cena. You'll never be me. You're never going to replace me." And the reason why I do it part-time, Roman Reigns' argument was about part-time, him being part-timer. Cena's reply back was, I could come back. The reason I come back and do it part-time is because you can't do it full-time. Roman didn't know if he could go off the script or not. You saw that look. He didn't know if he could go off. Cena hit the points. And one thing that I did like really did like about this promo was the fact that Cena said to Roman Reigns, when you became U.S. champion, you looked at as a demotion. He was lucky to get the U.S. title this late in his career because of the matches he's had with Kevin Owens and AJ Styles. Honestly, Owens and Styles has brought stuff out of Cena. Cena's pulled out of his ass from his 5 basic moves.
Because he didn't want to get embarrassed too bad to where he'd have to leave the company.
But there were hell of a matches, especially with the U.S. title and the WWE title, correct?
I wouldn't say hell of a matches.
They were good. They were entertaining.
Well, it was entertaining because John Cena was getting his ass kicked finally by somebody. They weren't having him bury everyone that comes into the company. That's why.
Right. So,
as far as wrestling ability, it was all a one-sided wrestling match, and that was his opponents, AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, basically outshining him every way possible.
Well, with what happened with this promo, Reigns mentioned about, like you said, he's burying talent and stuff. The promo went back and forth. They did hit on some good points, back and forth on each other, but Cena was the guy that basically, if you noticed, when he was doing the promo, he kind of went almost a little bit heelish on what he was saying. While I was watching this, and after I watched this segment, I got on Twitter. Everyone that I follow on Twitter, from JD, from NY, from Off the Script, to big people that have a lot of followings and tweet during Monday Night Raw, a lot of freaking people were tweeting and raising about this. They basically, at the end of this, they want to see Cena bury Reigns because everyone's sick of Reigns. Okay? Cena's part-time. When Cena's not there, they're cramming Reigns down our throat.
Here's what gets me, is that I believe in the Fatal 4-Way match that they had with Lesnar and all them.
Yes.
I believe that Roman Reigns was the one that got pinned, yet they're going to reward him with another high-caliber match against John Cena. I mean, hopefully he gets pinned in the Fatal 4-Way, then he gets buried by John Cena, and then he just kind of just goes away.
Well, the thing is, with this,
because you got to see it in my perspective, okay? The hardcore wrestling fans don't want to see Roman Reigns.
They don't want to see him.
Or John Cena.
They don't, but like it or not, Cena is being part-time, and he is the face in top-selling merchandise for kids and 40-year-old virgins. So that's really, he's the top guy for that. Therefore, with John Cena, him going part-time, WWE wanted to have this match with Roman Reigns and John Cena at Survivor Series. They wanted to do this before Cena completely took off for Hollywood and the Today Show. They wanted to do this because they want Cena to put Reigns over, which won't work because they're back to where they were about 5 years ago. No one wants to see Reigns as the top guy.
Yep.
Okay. The thing was, originally, like you said, Samoa Joe versus John Cena. That was supposed to happen. Okay. Then The Miz and Roman Reigns. That was supposed to happen. So therefore, if they went on with The Miz and Roman Reigns, where'd that leave John Cena? John Cena's like, I'm free. I can do whatever you guys need before I go run off to film movies.
Yeah.
Therefore, they went ahead, and that's what led into the Intercontinental number one contenders match for the battle royal they had for the number one contender. We'll get to that there in a second. Now, since they pulled the trigger on this already, the original plan was to have Roman Reigns, John Cena team up and take on Ambrose and Rollins for the Raw Tag Team titles. At No Mercy, they were supposed to drop the titles to Reigns and Cena. However, with their egos, they're playing it off. You saw this before with Shawn Michaels, John Cena. You saw what happened when they won the tag titles. Steve Austin and Shawn Michaels. Two egos can't coexist. you get to defend those tag titles. What happens? You lose them. They drop the belts back to Ambrose and Rollins, okay? After they drop the belts back to them, then you got the feud, the build-up between Cena and Reigns. And the promo that you saw on Monday was going to be the one that spilt over into Survivor Series. However, Cena, they want to pull the trigger right now on this match because Cena's going to be taken off and he won't be back until next year, the beginning of next year, because he's filming the Bumblebee spinoff movie and he's doing a little small cameo thing.
So another movie that we don't want to see from a series that's dead.
Yes.
Focused around a wrestler that nobody wants to see.
Yes.
Because they can't see him.
Yes.
I mean, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh my God.
I'm telling you.
Well, now.
And they wonder why people pirate movies.
From Dirt, what the hell is the website? I forget the website.
A sheet of dirt?
I was watching Off the Script, and JD's sources from Off the Script, I forget the name, dirtsheet.net, apparently reported the same thing that I just mentioned. They also added, they said when Cena comes back around the Royal Rumble, he's going back to Smackdown Live.
Good. And
he's going after Jinder Mahal. And he's going to take the belt off of Jinder Mahal. The belt needs to come off of Jinder. We'll get to that, too.
Nakamura needs to get that belt, not fucking John Cena again.
Well,
God damn it.
I know. It's messed up. Everything is bizarre land right now.
John Cena wins the title. SmackDown ratings are going to plummet because no one wants to see that again.
Well, the thing is, that was the original plans for this. And that's why you're getting a No Mercy. You're getting Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Another match that I'm looking forward to, which is deserving, is Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman.
Finally.
Yes, finally. Okay. Now, on Monday Night Raw, I mentioned the IC belt, The Miz. Okay. They have to change that. Miz needs an opponent after what he said. He was left off Survivor Series last month.
Well, he was in the opening match and a tag team match.
No one saw.
Yep.
No one saw. Okay, I know how you feel about The Miz, but honestly, The Miz, when he cuts his promos, he's cut some damn good hell promos on SmackDown Live when they had Talking Smack.
Yeah, but he can talk the talk, but unfortunately, he can't walk the walk with his wrestling ability. Sorry.
Well, he admitted that. He's the king of soft style. You know, he does soft wrestling because he don't want to be prolonged or injured. You know? Well, the thing
if he keeps doing that, they're going to just get rid of him for someone else who's not going to be soft. SAWFT. He'll be the next Enzo Amore, and then they'll just, kick him out.
Don't get me started on Enzo, man. Don't get me started on that right now. The thing about Miz, he needs an opponent, okay? Roman Reigns, he's busy with John Cena. Everyone could see that except John Cena, but no. I had to throw the pun out there.
Damn.
All right, that was kind of wet there. All right. So they had a battle royal for number one contender to face Miz at No Mercy for the Intercontinental Championship match.
And guess who wins?
Well, look at this. Look at the people who was in the match.
Yeah.
You had Finn Balor, my pick, Jeff Hardy, Matt Hardy, Jason Jordan, which people don't really care about.
The Big Slow.
The Big Slow.
Who shaved off his beard.
I know, man. I was like, who the hell is this guy coming out, man?
Big Slow.
I thought it was what's his name?
Well, it's
Butterbean.
Big Slow.
I thought it was Butterbean, man.
The Big Slow.
Did he? You knew who I'm talking about,
I know
right?
Butterbean. Guy knocked out Bart Gunn in 3 seconds.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I was listening to Steve Austin's podcast the other night. Like I was telling you, I listened to a lot of damn podcasts this week. I listened to a lot more because of some of the stuff that we'll be talking about on here today. I was listening to Steve Austin, and he was doing viewer questions, and one of the viewer questions was about Bart Gunn and Butterbean. And he mentioned that, it's like Bart Gunn in what happened with Butterbean and how, Butterbean knocked hell
I
out
remember
of
that,
Bart Gunn,
yeah.
man. But Bart Gunn, man, he was doing good for himself. He was actually like, doing the, knocking people out. What was it? JBL said, man, damn, man, he hits hard.
Yeah, but he's not a boxer.
He's not a boxer. But it was something different, and, they threw something together.
Dude, Putter Bean annihilated him so bad. Like, if his career was, like, on the verge of being over, like, before that Brawl for All tournament, I mean, that right there just solidified it. I mean, he was basically hanging on the edge. His career is about over. They bring him back in this whole shoot boxing thing. I mean, he kind of builds himself back up a little bit. People still don't really know who he was. Like, oh, okay. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, the WrestleMania. It's like, all right, we're going to put your WrestleMania in them. Boom.
I know. Well, the thing with this IC Battle Royal for number one contender, I picked two people, Finn Balor or Jeff Hardy. I was like, no, not Jason Jordan. Not Jason Jordan.
I thought it was going to be Jason Jordan.
I did too.
Or the Big Slow.
Well, when it got down to Finn, what pisses me off is I do not want to see Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor again. That's over with. I don't want to see it. Finn already beat him, okay? The thing that gets me about this is that with the rehashing the same damn thing again with Finn Balor. They don't that feud
because
ended.
their creative team sucks. They can't think of anything good.
Yeah, the lights go out and then Bray Wyatt shows up. Throws him over the top rope.
That's why I need to be on the creative team. Come on,
McShaft on the creative team.
Hashtag McShaft for creative.
Yes! 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 Yes!
I promise if you put me on a creative team, I will not book Roman Reigns versus John Cena. Okay? I promise you that.
You'll end up shooting that down, won't you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Now, the thing, I was happy who won this. Were you happy with the person who won this?
No, not at all.
No?
Nope.
Well,
nope.
Got some news for you. The Awoken gimmick is coming. And this prediction, Miz drops the title to Jeff. And what happened on Impact that started the broken gimmick?
Matt Hardy gets jealous. He tries to take the IC belt from him. Jeff Hardy puts him through like 10 tables. And then all of a sudden, Matt Hardy is broken or awoken or whatever you want to call it. You know, broken, awoken,
there you
spoken. He's been croaking. He's done everything.
There you go. That right there starts the Awoken gimmick with Matt and Jeff Hardy. Okay. They already reported that it is coming, and there you go. Take the belt off of Miz because they're doing nothing with it. Put it on a face like Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy was a hell of a good IC champ. When he
wasn't too bad.
He was.
When he was a druggie, he wasn't too bad.
So he's cleaned up now, man.
Sober.
He's much older and wiser. But
more sober. I don't know about wiser.
One thing that gets me is the hot potato. It looks like they're doing again with the damn Raw Women's Championship.
We saw it with the U.S. belt. Now we're seeing it with the women's title.
Well, they did it with Charlotte and Sasha. Charlotte, Sasha. The thing that pisses me off is, for the fact of the matter is that Sasha Banks, she gets this title. She's had it 4 times, okay? She gets the damn belt, and then the following night on a Monday Night Raw, she drops it. She can't defend it. She mentioned on Sam Roberts' podcast this week, it was just recorded right before SummerSlam. She don't know what the hell's going on when she walks in. She don't know if she's going to be face, heel, or if she's going to be having a match with this person. If she's going to win, she's going to take the pinfall, or what? And then the following night, then they're like, they change it on her. And she's like, I don't know why they're playing hot potato with this belt. You know?
Well, once again, it falls back on creative.
Yeah, it does. Creative don't know what the hell they're doing.
Nope.
The one thing that gets me is that, okay, Sasha drops the belt to Alexa on Monday night. Nia Jax comes out. Hey, Nia comes out.
Well, I don't know about that. Means like, dum, 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 dum. Fee, fi, fo, fum. I smell the blood of a women's championship hot potato bun.
That gets me, okay? She comes out, celebrating with Alexa, and then she does what Evolution did to Randy Orton, dropped him back with a Samoa drop or whatever the hell you want to call it, whatever that shit was. All right.
The electric chair drop.
What?
The electric chair drop.
No one.
Know your wrestling moves, boy.
I know too many.
By God.
I forget. They all look the same to me. Arm drag, arm bar. Arm drag, arm bar.
The man of
Hip toss.
The man of 1,001 holds, ladies and gentlemen. Arm bar.
You just made the list.
Arm drag. Leg lock. Boston crab. Headlock. Hip toss.
You get the list right there. Did you take that from Jericho?
You know, and I know that you're only half the man that I am, and I have half the brain that you do.
The thing is, no one. Do you want to see Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax?
No.
There's speculation. Okay, Nia Jax defeats Alexa Bliss. Okay, here you go. She defeats Alexa Bliss at No Mercy. No one could defeat Nia Jax. Alexa Bliss, Sasha.
What do you mean? Sasha Banks made her tap out like 2 weeks ago in a submission hold.
No, that's done, man. Sasha, she can't do it again because she's the.
She's done it twice.
No, she's she did, but this time she can't do it because you know why? Nia's the Raw Women's Champion.
All of a sudden,
that
she's
means
unbeatable.
you don't lay down or tap out when you have that belt. All right, now
call that the Sasha Banks.
Now here's the thing: no one can defeat Nia. Only one other person can defeat Nia. She's from NXT. You know what I'm talking about?
Billy Kay. Ember
I'm
Moon.
not talking about Billy Kay.
Ember Moon.
I'm talking about Asuka.
Ember Moon.
No.
Asuka.
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 Asuka relinquished the title.
Yeah.
In NXT. She's moving up the main roster. Apparently, it may look like Raw.
What about that chick from Sanity?
Nikki Cross?
Yeah.
No.
That'd be a good one.
It would, but no. No. Nikki's good and perfect. Stay in NXT. This is my message for talent in NXT. Stay in NXT. Make it great for a long, very long time. Don't come up the main roster or they'll shit on you.
Look at the Ascension.
Yes.
Tyler Breeze.
Yes. Don't. Stay there. Be happy. Hang out
Sami
long
Zayn.
as you can. It's like Billy Madison. You've heard the movie Billy Madison? Don't go to the 4th grade. Stay here as long as you can.
Yep.
That's what it's like, man. They shit on you. Okay? Talking about someone that got shit on, I would be upset about this. On SmackDown, Rusev. Okay, we talked about this. His push was the one they gave Jinder Mahal. It was supposed to go to him.
Yeah.
I would have rather.
Yeah.
Here I am.
I would rather have seen Rusev have the title than that fucking mixed gender thing, whatever.
Jinder Mahal.
Gender thing running around with the belt. It's like, why is he always got to make it about his gender?
Jackpot.
Yeah. Jinder Mahal and Rusev teamed up in a tag match against Randy Orton and Shinsuke Nakamura. Now they're going to have next week Shinsuke and Orton are going to have a number 1 contenders match. What the hell? What the hell, man? What do you think about that?
I thought Nakamura was still the number 1 contender. And now you're going to bring Randy Orton back into the equation, which he's already lost, 3 or 4 times to Jinder Mahal. You know, it's like, give the belt to Nakamura like you're supposed to. Build him up a feud with, whoever else, Ziggler or, whoever else. Get something good going on here. Let's start building up to that whole AJ Styles Nakamura WrestleMania match that everyone wants to see.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
we gotta...
why keep shitting on the title? You're shitting on it with Jinder. You're shitting on it because you let him beat Randy Orton and Nakamura, and then you're going to supposedly bring John Cena back, have him win the title, so you're shitting on it even more. It's like, what's the point of even having a heavyweight title anymore? No one cares about it.
No one does, is because you know why? They got no one right now to put that belt off.
They got plenty of people to put it on.
Originally,
Plenty of people to put that belt on.
now since you mentioned that title,
Plenty of people to put the belt on. Okay? I'll tell you what.
that they don't think. Creative don't think. Now, they do got
McShaft
plenty of
for
people,
creative,
but
okay?
they got so many people in their own stories right now.
Put the belt back on AJ Styles where it deserves to be.
They should. They should.
Put the belt on Owens. Have him feud with Sami Zayn like everyone want to see.
Got a comment right here. Yeah, they are going to use Cena to push Roman on the main roster. No one wants to see that, but it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just like Jinder Mahal. Okay, they want to take the belt off of Jinder. Original plan for SummerSlam was the fact that Shinsuke was not going to win the title. Okay, Mahal was going to retain. In comes Baron Corbin, cash in.
Which no one even wanted to see to begin with.
Well, guess who made the call, and Vince agreed that Corbin's not ready for a title run. John Cena. And Corbin dug himself into a hole with the Dave Meltzer on Twitter.
I'll tell you what they can do. Okay, you put it up in a triple threat match because they love triple threat fatal 4-ways right now.
Yeah.
Okay, you got Jinder Mahal. You take Nakamura, and you take Rusev. Okay, you put those three in a triple threat match. Then you have Rusev come out of nowhere and steal the heavyweight title like he was supposed to have, and start building him up as the strong champion.
Yeah, I would like to see Rusev. I like Rusev, but he kind of went in the doghouse a little bit for cutting his hair there a while back ago and stuff. And what got me is about those damn rumors about him and Lana calling for their release.
And then
bullshit, man.
And then have Rusev hold it for a couple months.
Yeah.
And then have Nakamura win it. Let's say at like Survivor Series or like Royal Rumble. And then build up. So AJ Styles wins the Royal Rumble, and he challenges Nakamura for the title at WrestleMania, and there's your match everyone wants to see.
Creative won't do that. They won't do that. They're gonna wait. They're gonna wait for Cena to come back and break Flair's 16 title record. That's what they're waiting for. That is what they're waiting for. Yeah, AJ, I'd like to see him with the title. Hell, I'd like to see Owens with the title. I like to see the people with the title that's on Smackdown Live right now.
People that actually
AJ Styles,
people that can
Kevin Owens.
Yep.
Hell, give Sami Zayn a shot. For God's sakes.
Zayn and Owens in a feud for the title. It's great. If you haven't seen it yet, go back and find the Ring of Honor match with Kevin Steen and El Generico, okay?
Yeah.
And it was not the ladder match, but like the no disqualification match. It lasted literally an hour and a half, okay? Blood everywhere. It was the most amazing match between those two. You have both of them right there in WWE.
Yeah,
you could pull off an amazing match, and they won't give them the opportunity. I mean, when they were feuding in NXT for that short time, and then on Raw, people loved it. The crowd went ape shit.
did. They loved it. They loved it, but they won't go with it. They won't go with it. The main roster won't go with it. One match I do want to see, and AJ's pushing for it for WrestleMania, is AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. You'd see that. I would see that.
Mm-hmm. I would too.
Yeah.
Give those guys 25 minutes of a match. And let him go at it.
AJ Styles, they got him feuding with Baron Corbin.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Kevin Owens, Shane McMahon, really?
I know.
Really?
They've kind of gone south on this. Now, one thing I hope to God, this next line I'm about to talk about here. Okay. The Fashion Police, Breeze Dango, Tyler Breeze, and Fandango was trying to figure out who attacked them, and there was clues that they thought it was Aiden English. However, people's been following it, and it's actually got people interacting and trying to figure out who is behind what's going on.
Personally, I think it's a waste of time and it's complete shit. Just end it. It should have ended a month ago.
Yeah.
Literally. But that's the best you can do for those two guys. I mean, really?
I know. They're talented wrestlers. Tyler Breeze, when he was in NXT, he tore the roof off at a house show with Neville. There's another person that actually benefited at the beginning of the brand split, but now it's ridiculous what they've done with Neville. Authors of Pain are apparently may be coming to SmackDown. However, here's a question: will Paul Ellering be with them because of the full-time schedule? NXT, it's not bad for his, for schedule, for touring and stuff and everything. But
I think he'll be with them for the first month or so, just to kind of keep him built up, and then he'll leave.
They need a mouthpiece,
and sources, my sources. Okay? Or could be the voices in my head. I haven't confirmed that yet. My sources are telling me too that JBL is going to be leaving the SmackDown announcing table to focus more on some of his charity work that he's been doing. He's still going to be doing some kind of special shows and stuff every now and then. But as far as full-time SmackDown, he's not doing it no more.
Yeah, I heard about that. I did hear about that.
Which JBL, is about time. I never really cared for him as an announcer anyway. Honestly,
he had a good, he had a hell of a run for when he was champion and stuff and everything. Got a question here. What are my thoughts on during the match? Is WWE spending too much time, commercial time? They can spend more time with the matches. It's that right there, I'd have to say, would have to be the network, okay?
Well,
for the fact of the matter is, the network, I guess it has to do with USA and the sponsorships that SmackDown, they decided to put on USA, and USA at the time was looking at the ratings, the current ratings of SmackDown before they came on USA from Sci-Fi, and they're like, it's not going to do good. So WWE strongholded the company and is saying, yeah, you're going to put this on because of the relationship and how long they've been with USA Network. So
that's why I just wait until the next day, watch it on the network with no commercials.
Yeah. Or you could go over to the YouTube channel, Wrestling Reality, and they do a 25-minute recap and hits all the points perfectly.
The thing is, though,
of the show.
You got to have commercials and stuff when you're on major networks and everything. That's what pays your bills.
Yeah, you do. But they do sometimes go a little overboard with the damn commercials.
They do.
You're in the middle of a match. They're like AJ Styles. AJ Styles knocked out inside the ring. As soon as you get knocked outside the ring, commercial time. It's like bathroom break, piss break.
Yeah. Wait till the match is over and then do a commercial.
Now, what do you think about them showing it up on the corner and doing the commercials?
I think that's a little bit better because you can still see what's going on with the match.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
And now we can get into one of my favorite parts of wrestling.
Yes, that right there.
The Indies.
Yes, the Indies. Sexy Star. You heard about the Sexy Star incident, man?
Yep. So apparently, AAA had their big, Mexican luchador, wrestling promotion.
Right.
Had their big pay-per-view event.
Can I mention something real quick about, since you mentioned AAA? AAA. A lot of people has had a lot of problems with them over the years, especially like Rey Mysterio and Johnny Mundo. But yeah, I've heard a lot of talents had problems with them over the years, but continue.
So apparently Sexy Star was in a real life heated kind of feud with another female wrestler, and they had a fatal 4-way match for their women's title.
Right.
And apparently during the match or during the finish of the match, Sexy Star kind of took out her aggressions toward the one wrestler onto Rosemary, who was one of the wrestlers in the match. If you know Impact Wrestling, Rosemary is one that was with the Decay, wears all the cool zombie makeup and stuff and everything. So the finish of the match was she put her in an arm bar and Rosemary tapped out. Well, apparently Sexy Star wasn't finished, and after Rosemary had tapped out, referee called for the bell. Sexy Star keeps the arm bar on her and legit, not wrestling, but legit starts cranking back on her arm and dislocates her arm, or I think at her elbow or something like that, and legit hurt her. So now everyone's basically that's not what we do. That's not wrestling. Basically, everyone's giving the middle finger to her. Let me know. It's like, oh, I'm not going to book her in this promotion. I'm not booking you here. Basically, she's basically fucked herself over.
Yeah.
And then so she finally came out of silence on the internet and stuff, and she's now all playing dumb, like oh well, I didn't think I really hurt her, and that's wrestling. It happens.
Yeah. Apparently, what I understand from this is that she got worked stiff, and that's a term, like you really got hurt. You know what I mean? And apparently, she got hurt. I mean, like she got worked stiff, and she basically was defending herself though. But
the video's on YouTube. You can watch it. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was like, really, and a lot of talent, because when you're in the ring with someone, you're giving your body to them.
All right, your life is in their hands.
Yeah, it's like a code, like brotherhood is a code between the boys in the industry. They look out for each other. You know what I mean? If they got beef, you don't do it in front of the crowd. After your match, when you go back behind the curtain, if you want to slug it out, if you want to go outside, beat each other up, whatever, do it, but don't do it in front of the crowd. Don't do it. You got to be professional. Hell, there's talent out there that don't like each other in the back, but when they're out there in the crowd, they know they got to be professional. They will put on a show and be professional about it. When that's done, they'll go back behind the curtain and not talk or handle their business like they need to. You know what I mean? That's the way it is. A lot of people spoke out, like Cody Rhodes said, she'll never share a locker room with me. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's
I
like
agree.
the only promotion that's going to actually keep her now for a while, because this has ruined her reputation, would be down in Mexico. That's it.
But that's it. How long is that going to last?
I know. How long is that going to last? She's kind of ruined it there, for herself. It's going to take a while for her to rebuild her reputation, and it's going to be hard. I'm assuming it's going to be hard for her to get any really good work after this. Here in the States, only down in Mexico, I'd say they would keep her. And she'd make that kind of pesos. You know what I mean?
And let's go from the actual ring now into the internet.
Elite.
So now we have the latest episode of Being the Elite.
Elite. What would you think about that, man?
That was pretty cool. They're still trying to, fight their the quote unquote WWE stooge from censoring them from saying "suck it" and the revival. It's still happening. They're in Scotland, as you know. Ring of Honor is doing their War of the Worlds, UK and stuff and everything. I saw the Liverpool one, which is pretty cool. Mm-hmm. They're in Scotland at the time, doing some wrestling. Yeah. Pulling off their Being the Elite stuff. Mm-hmm. Hanging out with, you got Marty Scurll, Young Bucks, Cody Rhodes, and Hangman Adam Page.
Yeah. Kenny Omega is not with them right now because
he's in New Japan.
He's New Japan. But about Being Elite, it was so funny because when you're watching NXT TakeOver, and Hangman Page, and he spits out the water, they're like, what? It's like, no. And then all of a sudden the lightning and everything happens. And
they brought him back from the dead. And they're talking about Adam Cole because supposedly they super kicked him and took him out and killed him. But the WWE brought him, the WWE stooge gave him a note on the wall that says, we can resurrect the dead. So.
I love it, man. It's entertaining. Now, what's trending, or maybe trending on Twitter right now?
Hashtag FTR, fuck the revival.
That's always trending, man. That is always trending. Hashtag, where is Hangman Page? Where is he? He disappeared. Did they take him or what? I bet you anything. It's like next episode, it's just show him coming out of the bathroom. They're like, "Oh, there you are." He's like, "Yeah, man, I just went to the bathroom."
Probably. I mean, that's pretty funny.
They do something like that, man.
I now like to bring it back down from the internet back into real life here in wrestling.
Yeah.
We're talking. The past 2 nights,
Yes.
have been the first and second night of the Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles 3-night tournament, 2017. So one thing that they're doing here, and I got my sources up here. So apparently after the event, all the competitors would sign the turnbuckle pads, and they're going to auction them off on the eBay, and the proceeds will go to the Harvey relief funds for Houston, Texas.
Yes.
So the first night, which was not last night but the night before, we saw Desmond Xavier defeat Brian Cage. We saw returning Marty Scurll defeat Flash Morgan Webster. Now, just to let you know, I mean, you may be unfamiliar with a lot of these names. Mm-hmm. Don't let your unfamiliarity with these names keep you from watching these matches, because some of the best people that you've ever seen started out with an unknown name. Nobody knew who they were. Like Marty Scurll. It's like, who's that? No one knows. After a year, everyone knew who he was. Tommy End. No one knew who he was, really. Unknown name. Then all of a sudden he got big, and now he's Aleister Black in WWE. Yep. So, Adam Cole, same way. So, so we had Ray Phoenix. You remember him, Lucha Underground Phoenix?
Yes.
The brother of Pentagon Jr.
Yes.
Defeated Ray Horace. Then we had a tag team match. Matt Riddle. There you go. Awesome. And Jeff Cobb teamed up. Mm-hmm. If you know who Jeff Cobb is, Jeff Cobb on Lucha Underground plays the Monster Mantanza.
Yeah.
Jeff Cobb is actually a former Olympic wrestler, like Kurt Angle.
Yes,
an
Jeff
amazing
Cobb.
guy, powerhouse, awesome dude.
Yeah. Oh my God,
those
man.
two defeated Keith Lee and Donovan Dijak, both from Ring of Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Or Keith Lee's not there anymore.
Right.
Then he had Pentagon Zero, or it's Pentagon Jr. defeated Matt Sydal. If you remember Matt Sydal?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. No way. Pentagon Jr. beat him.
Yep.
Oh my goodness.
And then we had Zack Sabre Jr.
Yes.
Defeated Jonah Rock. And then the final match, Ricochet defeated Flamita.
Damn.
So,
That's
now
crazy.
we're going to night 2 here.
Yes.
So guess who were at 2 people that were in attendance for Battle of Los Angeles?
Who's that?
And they've been in there before in the past, too. Ronda Rousey and Shania Baszler.
No way.
They love Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. So,
no way.
yes. Also, Mikey Way of My Chemical Romance was in attendance. And, of course, Dave Meltzer.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Dave Meltzer, man. You got to check that out, man.
So, night 2, which was last night.
Uh-huh.
First round match, we had Donovan Dijak, if you remember him from Ring of Honor, defeated Trevor Lee.
Mm-hmm.
We had Sammy Guevara defeated Joey Janela.
Yeah.
Travis Banks defeated Mark Haskins. Zack Sabre Jr. and Marty Scurll teamed up and defeated the team of Ricochet and Matt Sydal, which I can't wait to see that. It's going to be pretty sick.
Oh, God, yeah.
Then we had Jeff Cobb defeated Sami Callihan. If you remember Sami Callihan, he was in NXT a long time ago.
Yes.
Then we had Matt Riddle defeated Michael Elgin. Man, Big Mike.
Yeah.
Keith Lee defeated Walter. And then, the main event for last night, which I cannot wait to see, the Young Bucks teamed up with Kenny Omega,
Oh,
the Elite,
shit.
defeated Pentagon Jr., Phoenix, and Flamita. So now the 12 competitors remaining will face off on tonight's, which is Sunday, in a series of single matches leading up to a triple threat for the final match to see who is the winner of the Battle of Los Angeles tournament. So these people, we have Phoenix, Des Xavier, Marty Scurll, Zack Sabre Jr., Pentagon Zero, Ricochet, Donovan Dijak, Sammy Guevara, Travis Banks, Keith Lee, Jeff Cobb, and Matt Riddle. All tonight.
Damn, man. That is one hell of a thing, man. I cannot wait until that comes out on... we saw it on YouTube, didn't we?
Well, actually, I haven't even checked yet, and actually I'll check right now as we're talking.
Yeah.
Usually they have some videos that kind of give a recap of the night and stuff and kind of see what's going on here.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I'm definitely gonna have to check out the recaps on that.
Let's see what I
I'm hyped up, man. I definitely want to see Matt Sindel and Ricochet. I'll tell you what I was watching last night. I was watching.
Oh, okay.
I was watching WC. What do you call it? WCPW. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I was watching a match with Ricochet and Cody Rhodes. That was pretty damn good, man.
There we go. Okay, we've got some 2017 Pro Wrestling Guerrilla Battle of Los Angeles previews here on YouTube. You can check them out. Some highlights.
Awesome.
They even have a 30-minute recap right now and review of night 1 and 2.
Oh, really?
Yes.
No way. Dude, that is awesome every damn year, man. It's great. You know what I mean?
That is some of the best wrestling you will ever see.
Oh, yeah.
Those 3 nights right there are better than pretty much any WWE pay-per-view you will see all year long.
Oh, yeah. It is.
In 3 nights. I
Yeah.
mean,
It is.
that just tells you something right there.
It is. You cannot go wrong
That is
with
wrestling
that.
at its best.
It is. Wrestling at its best, man. Right there. Is definitely its best. Game of Thrones, man. We're going to move on and talk about television real quick here.
You know what I like to talk about first? I like to talk about some awesome stuff that we have here from our show.
Yeah, we do. We do have some
Before
awesome
we get into the
stuff.
hype of Game of Thrones, something just as awesome as Game of Thrones.
And that's ELS merchandise.
Woo!
Be sure to pick up some ELS Chris Carnage shirts at everettleeshow.weebly.com. Click on the merch tab and pick up and show your support by picking up one of these 3 shirts and other selections of shirts as well. I do like that. Oh snap, it's Carnage shirt, man.
I mean, you could even take one of these, wear it to the gym, take the sleeves off, show off the muscles, be like, oh, look, you got muscles, and you're wearing an ELS t-shirt?
Exactly.
See that?
And also look for special promo codes on deals where you can save 15% off, 20% off, free shipping, and so
Much
forth
more.
on everettleeshow.weebly.com. Click on the merch tab, pick up an ELS Chris Carnage shirt, and show your support.
And when you do, take a picture of it wherever you're at.
Hashtag
Put it up on
ELS.
the Facebook page. Let's see where these t-shirts are going. Let's see where you're wearing
Yes.
them, what you're doing with them.
Yes, definitely. Most definitely. Well, Game of Thrones was last week, man.
Yeah.
I mean,
Was
hell. Yeah, it was. Season 7 ended, and
Game of Thrones
ended
is every day for me.
Season 7 ended on, I think, a very high note. And were you satisfied with this season?
I must say that I was, Jim.
I was too. Right before Game of Thrones came on, I jumped on Twitter. You probably saw me post it up on Facebook. Who was going to die tonight? About 50%. Let me see if I can pull it up here. About 50%. I was totally wrong about this, man.
I was kind of upset that the season was kind of short with only 7 episodes.
Yeah.
I wanted at least 10, but, you really can't complain.
Nah, you cannot.
A lot
really
of action
complain.
in there. I must say that, that the season finale,
Yeah.
that dragon coming up to that wall and just taking it down was pretty sick. There's also been some
Dude.
people like, oh, did you notice that when the White Walkers were coming through the wall, they formed the shape of the Stark house logo, the wolf?
I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, right here, this is what I had right here on my Facebook page. I shared it on my Twitter. Who will die tonight on the Game of Thrones Season 7? 50% picked Brianna with a 29% to Jamie, with 14% of Cersei and a 7% of Sansa. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I was totally wrong on who died. Littlefinger, man, got the axe. What'd you think about that, man? Did you like how Sansa played it up, man? Like it was like, Littlefinger basically tried to play the sisters against each other because he didn't he wanted Sansa for himself. He was lusting over her because it's like, well, since I couldn't have her mom, I guess I'll have her. Nah.
Here's a picture of the White Walkers going across the wall. You can see it forms the wolf.
Oh, dude, show that.
So
yeah. Check this out.
Got there. Yeah, you can see they form. Now, there's also some theories on this too.
Hold it. Right.
Hey, you can see it kind of.
Right there.
Now, there's also some theories on this too. The fact that they're forming, the House Stark wolf, banner. And if you remember a few seasons ago when Bran was using his three-eyed raven powers and was standing in front of the Night King, he grabbed him in his arm and stuff. He had the mark and everything.
Yeah.
And if you notice, there's also something too. There's also a theory too on here. If you look at the Night King and you look at Bran Stark, they're wearing the same emblem on their chest.
Yeah.
Okay? So theory has it that Bran is actually the Night King.
Really? Interesting, man. Interesting.
Yes.
One thing a lot of people were happy about was for the fact that Jon Snow and Daenerys hooked up, but it was only to the fact of the matter that while they were getting it on, Bran tells Sam, or was it Sam telling Bran who Jon Snow really is?
Bran telling Sam, yeah.
He's Targaryen, okay? I looked it up and I tried to follow. I was like, oh, okay. He's Targaryen. His dad was the Mad King, right? Okay. He slept with Ned Stark's sister.
Right.
Okay. Now, originally, what happened was they had a secret wedding, and she secretly gave birth to Jon Snow. Okay. So therefore, Jon Snow is not the brother of Sansa, Bran, and the assassin sister. I always forget her name. Huh? Arya. Yeah. He's basically like what, their cousin?
Yeah.
Okay. He therefore, I guess, is the cousin or nephew of Daenerys, but Daenerys is younger.
He's the nephew.
He's the nephew.
Yeah.
Okay, so the nephew got it on with his aunt. and what's funny is all right, people were happy about it. They hooked up, but it's like he's screwing his aunt. But people were disgusted in season 1 when you had Jaime and Cersei. Okay,
yep.
And it's like I saw the jokes online. Season 1. They're like incest. Ew. Season 7, aunt, nephew. Yes.
So here's a picture right here. You can see what I was talking about earlier. Bran and the Night King. See the same, wearing the same necklace symbol around their neck.
Really?
Which?
Well, how the hell does he become the Night King?
Well, the theory is that he is like. Okay, so he's basically the three-eyed raven, and if you remember, the forest creatures are the ones that created the Night King.
Right.
So essentially, they're like kind of one and the same,
What?
Yeah.
You lost me. They're one and the same.
Yeah. So like, the three-eyed raven is really like part of like the Night King. It's almost like they share the same like existence. You get it? Remember, the three-eyed raven was part of like the forest people who created the White Walkers.
If you said he went back in time, I would understand it right there.
Well, remember he did, and he saw where the forest people created the Night King. Remember?
Yeah, okay? I saw that.
But
I got
the three-eyed raven was part of them. So the Night King was essentially created by the forest people and the three-eyed raven. So it's like they're almost like in the same person, but on like multiple
Oh,
bodies.
a part of him
Yes.
is...
Yes, and that's why he kept the burn
Gotcha.
marks and stuff.
Okay, I got it.
You know,
I got it now.
It's and now the ultimate thing. This would be pretty sick though. Is if Bran was really as a three-eyed raven controlling the Night King the entire time. Think about that. What if the three-eyed raven was really evil, controlling the Night King the entire time? So when Bran became the three-eyed raven, he took over the responsibility of basically controlling the Night King. So this whole entire time, it's Bran doing all this.
That would be something, man. That would be freaking something right there. Oh, God. Now, people are wondering about Season 8. When will Season 8 come back?
I think it's going to come back to like 2019, like beginning of 2019.
Well, apparently, the Hollywood Reporter is citing that HBO sources, that production on the final season may end up being a very long running from October as of late to August of 2018. That could push the return of the abbreviation 6-episode final run into 2019. I'm sorry, man. With more than 16-month gap between seasons, HBO would neither confirm or deny this rumor. Okay,
But you got to figure
rumor.
too,
It's
if they haven't finished writing the script and everything yet, you got to finish that,
yeah,
and then
location.
and then you
Yes.
have to start filming. It takes a while to film all this stuff with the CGI and the green screens they have to have and the
Yeah.
makeup. I mean, it takes time for this stuff.
A producer basically went off and said, quote, "As shows get bigger and more complicated, I have to follow the producer's lead and let go of it. It'd be nice to have it every year," HBO programming president Casey Blois said. Blois said.
Yep.
He basically said, yeah, it would be nice to do it every year, but here's the thing, okay? Winter is here.
Yep.
Okay? When they get done filming this show, wherever they're at, over New Zealand and Australia and stuff like that, winter's already started. So at the end of them filming, winter starts. Therefore, if you want the scenes and these 6 long-running episodes to actually feel and look great and not look fake, because nowadays, the butthurt generation, oh, they don't look like real snowmen.
I'm offended.
Yeah.
Let's boycott the show.
Yeah, that's not... Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
An inanimate object hurt my feelings.
I know. Yeah. Snow hurts me. Okay.
I also call this generation the ass jackal generation.
Ass jackal. I love it, man. I love it. Ass jackals. Damn ass jackal.
It's the ass jackal generation. Don't get butt hurt and be an ass jackal. Like that, the ass jackal generation.
Oh, man, we should put that on a t-shirt. We need to. Oh, my God, I'll be okay.
Like, you should put it out to all these young kids. Here, buy the new shirt. I'm part of the ass jackal generation. I'm an ass jackal.
Okay.
Stuff offends me.
Now, honestly,
where'd my blanket go?
You would want the realism of, like, you'd want the shots and everything be real with a real environment, not looking like it's on a green screen, correct? Which makes sense. Are you willing to kick back and wait?
I am.
My dog is. You can hear him.
I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, I'm willing to wait. You willing to wait?
I'm willing to wait.
Yeah, I definitely.
Something good.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm kind of catching up on some old series I haven't seen, in a long time. I want to kind of just revisit, like Nip Tuck and stuff. And I want to, just kind of rewatch some old stuff and just,
yeah,
get some good shows on there and,
Exactly.
Give me some time to catch up on some other stuff, and then you also got Westworld supposed to come out with the season 2 here soon. So you got that. I mean, all kind of stuff.
One last thing I want to add before we close this up is about Blade Runner 2049. Apparently, there is a short film. I got it up right here. From comingsoon.net. I ran across this yesterday. McShaft, check this out. Blade Runner shorts.
Did you see that Harrison Ford's going to be in the next Blade Runner?
I know, man. I want to see the next Blade Runner. Blade Runner short bridges the gap between the original and the sequel. Okay, it's Hollywood Warner Brothers Pictures debuted the first of 3 short films that would bridge the gap between 1982 Blade Runner and the upcoming sequel, Blade Runner 2049. The first short, titled 2036 Nexus Dawn, was directed by Luke Scott and featured Jared Leto's Nanian Wallace as he introduced this new line of replicas to the world. You can check it out on their website or look it up on YouTube there. 30 years after the event of the first film, a new Blade Runner, LAPD Officer K, unearths a long-buried secret that has potential plunge of what's left in the society into chaos. K's discovery leads him on the quest to find Rick Deckard. Thank you. A former Blade Runner who has been missing for 30 years.
They finally confirmed, that at the end of that movie, Harrison Ford's character, Deckard, was a robot.
Was a replica?
Yes.
I heard about that.
Yes.
Speaking of Blade Runner, ladies and gentlemen,
if you
coming up,
if you sign up for the Patreon account and support us,
yes,
we have another Movies a Classic that we're going to give just for Patreon members.
Yes,
while you drink your Patron, because I always got some Patron with your Patreon. Patreon Patron. We're going to be doing Blade Runner.
Yes, we're going to be talking about the 82 version of Blade Runner.
If you remember last time we did, if you signed up for Patreon, we did Maximum Overdrive.
Yes.
So this time we're going to do Blade Runner. And then, next month is Halloween, October. So, we're going to be doing some cool Halloween ones for that one too as well. So now's the time to sign up.
McShaft, next month, McShaft has the pick for the next one. And
I'm going to do a good movie that many of you may never have seen, and the very few that may have seen it probably don't remember it.
I know what you're talking about, though, but wait till next month for Films of Classic, brought to you by the Everett Lee Show, ELS. All right. You can follow Everett Lee Show, ELS.
Follow us
on Facebook.com/the Everett Lee.
Which we're streaming live right now.
Yes, we are. Click that like button and hit that notification.
We're not afraid to go live.
No. Also, follow ELS on Twitter there at the Everett _Lee. Facebook.com.
Facebook.com/the
Everett Lee. Again, it's just a habit. I'm going out order here. EverettLeeShow.weebly.com, the official website of the Everett Lee Show. You can also listen to this podcast on Libsyn. Head over to Libsyn.com. EverettLeeShow.Libsyn.com to hear this podcast. Also, this podcast is available on Stitcher Radio. Very good app. I listen to a lot of my podcasts on Stitcher Radio. Stitcher.com/podcast/ELS. Be sure to download that app for your smartphone and tablet. And also, iTunes. Everett Lee Show is on iTunes. Be sure to download ELS on iTunes. Be sure to do that.
I was messing with iTunes yesterday.
Yep.
I love iTunes.
Do it!
Yep. You better do
Just do it!
Shadow Little Buff tells
No,
you.
what are you waiting for? Do it!
Download the Stitcher app.
Do it! Yes, you can!
Yes, you can.
Just do it!
Download ELS on iTunes and head over to Libsyn.com.
Angry Shia LaBeouf. Huh?
I know. And support us on Patreon again, like McShaft mentioned. Patreon.com/ELS. And that is it for this podcast, man.
All right.
One hell of a podcast. What do you think?
It was. I can't wait for tomorrow because we'll have the finals for the Battle of Los Angeles for Pro Wrestling Guerrilla. It's going to be pretty cool.
Yep.
Can't wait for that. Can't wait to view some of those videos, too.
Yep.
Super excited.
Awesome.
There's that music.
I had to do that. And I got to do one more thing here, too.
Oh, where'd my hair go? Little bald spot right there. Yeah, John Cena's bald spot right there.
John Cena's bald spot. Here's what I need to do. Our friend hasn't stopped by yet.
Ooh, Yancy the Yeti. Oh, there you go. Yeah, look at that. He's so happy eating that.
I know. Who would? Who would be? Everett Lee, signing off. McShaft.
McShafting away.
That's right. We'll see you all again next time on ELS.
Hashtag the revival.